Well, liberal activists have infiltrated every single aspect, every corporation or industry to this point in America. We see it daily as they relentlessly push their agenda through leftist marketing campaigns. The latest example, Bud Light partnering with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney for March Madness, folks, even though Dylan admitted he, she, whatever they, had no idea that March Madness had to do with sports. You'd think this is a joke, but it's not. This is a prime example of corporations going woke at all costs. It's their chief objective, it seems, and I assure you, there is a cost. Watch.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, they don't know their own customer base. Speaking of that, joining me now, Motor City Madman, good friend of mine, musician, outdoorsman, badass, patriot, Ted Nugent. Nuge, Motor City Madman, Kid Rock. Yesterday I said Kid Rock for Chief of Staff when we have a Republican president. And how about Ted Nugent for Secretary of Defense? What are your thoughts on what's going on with these leftists?
Well, I'm already performing the ultimate Secretary of Defense responsibility. I defend against stupid and evil. And I think I might have trained Kid Rock appropriately, because nothing says I love you like a fully automatic MP5 and 9mm blasting about 600 rounds per minute. Class 3 is the story of my life. You know, Eric, the beauty of my life, there's so many things, is that I've never spent 1 red cent on alcohol, but I made sure that my entire crew and my family will never allow any Anheuser-Busch products anywhere near my world. Or now, it looks like Jack Daniels has fallen into the same crevasse of stupidity. How could they be that disrespectful and give the middle finger to their core consumer demographic? Can they possibly have a meeting around a table and come to the conclusion that they're going to piss in the face of the people that pay their salaries? This is the epitome of a cultural deprivation in an ongoing tsunami of cultural deprivation. But I get a kick out of it because good people are still standing our ground. And believe me when I tell you, I just wrapped up a wonderful kicker brunch I have every week with farmers and ranchers and cops and teachers and hardware store operators and energy barons and guitar players and music people. And we stand with Kid Rock's statement that if that corporation, if that industry can be that out of touch and disrespectful to their consumer base, then like Kid Rock said, have a nice day, dirtbags.
Yeah, and rock and roll's behind Kid Rock, and country music too. Travis Tritt, look what he tweeted just today. I'll be deleting all Anheuser-Busch products from my tour hospitality rider. I know many other artists who are doing the same. It just begs the question, Anheuser-Busch, big corporation, Ted, what in the world, I think, American beer. Yeah, and yet somehow they think this is going to draw a customer base. Who are they going after?
Don't try to use logic to figure this stuff out. Don't try to use logic to figure out Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. Don't try to use logic or have a headache, because there's no logic to be found. I'm a guy that celebrates truth, logic, and common sense, much like you, Eric, and all of my friends. And truth, logic, and common sense is kryptonite to our government, to big tech, to the media, to everything leftist, communist, Democrat Party. These people have not only lost their minds, they've lost their souls. And remember, I'm a big fan of quality beverages. I think a beer is probably better for you than a sugary, nasty drink loaded with things that are bad for you. But I don't drink alcohol. But I have a backstage party every night, and my crew and my band and my friends come. There will never be any Anheuser-Busch or Jack Daniels, because they've gone down the same route. So we, the people who stand for good over evil, we can't just voice it. We've really got to enact it. It's talking about walk the walk, not just talk the talk. So everybody out there, this is an indicator that you don't support Disney. You don't even support Tractor Supply. Eric, they supported a drag queen event in Waco where these perverted monsters were singing, we like it, singing to children, Eric. We like it when you kiss me where I pee. And an outfit like Tractor Supply supports this. So we don't do business with these people. And we call the headquarters and we let them know that we don't do business with them. And we tell them that nobody we know will do business with them. So I'd like to think that the response to this will be appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for people like you, Ted, and Kid Rock and others step up because young people look up to you. They aspire to be Ted Nugent and Kid Rock. And when you're saying, stop, this is not right. We don't agree with this. Not necessarily it's wrong, but we don't agree with it. That's how you move the needle. It's not people saying boycott this or boycott that. That doesn't work. It's when aspirational characters and celebrities and important people, really influencers like yourselves, step up and say, we don't agree with this. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine Anheuser-Busch boardroom right now, or as you point out, Disney boardroom, or over the summer Major League Baseball boardrooms. They must be scratching their head. Final thought.
Well, I don't think they are scratching their heads. If they make decisions this putrid, this wrong, this toxic, then they've got no brain matter to scratch. So we, the people who know better, we got to be careful that anybody relies on a celebrity for guidance in life. But when a celebrity or anybody in your family, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your coworkers, people at church and school, if they make a point and they can support it with evidence that is believable and well-founded, that's when you should be an influencer. Because unfortunately, Eric, we see a lot of toxic individuals being influencers nowadays. So truth, logic, and common sense should always be the wind beneath our wings. And that's how it is in my world and your world too. And by the way, from my world to your world, it's one and the same. A salute to you, Eric, because you stand up for all the good stuff. It's good over evil. It's that simple.
Ted Nugent, always good having you on, my friend. I'll talk to you. Have a great weekend. Good Friday, Easter Sunday, all that stuff. Ted, I'll call you over the weekend. Thank you so much for being here.
Back at you, Eric. Godspeed, man.